in our town called Thomas Paine. He said, I prefer life, but if trouble must come, let it come in my time, so our children can live in peace. Thank you.
Wonderful speech there, wonderful speech. What's your name? Well done, Jeff.
Sorry? No.
So what I want to say here, what the gentleman said, that's 100% correct in many things about what we need to do. We need to continue fighting, and we need to continue getting up in these people's face until they change. That's the most important thing to do until we see actual change. All right, so I'm going to pass the mic now to Monty. All right. Actually, sorry, my mistake. The Inspector Reg, you want to say something quickly and then let the gentleman come after?
Has anyone got a stopwatch, like on their phone, 5 minutes? We just do some breathing. Because basically, yeah, I understand what everyone's saying about the problem is exterior and everything's outside, but there's pain burrowed inside of every single one of us at the end of the day. And I think it's the feelings that we can't bear that control us, yeah? We eat, we drink, we smoke, we eat garbage, we do all these things so that we don't feel our feelings. And when someone triggers us and makes us feel a feeling we don't want to feel, we're like, how dare you make me feel them feelings that I don't want to feel? I'm going to shout at you because I'm trying to avoid them my whole entire life. So like, it's good, like, it said one thing inside the Bible, in Psalms, it says, chapter 46:10, it said, be still and know that I am God, yeah? Stillness. That's an important thing we need to learn, is stillness. And we talk about the kids are doing this and the kids are doing blah. So I know that the education system was designed to create human beings' behaviour that can be predicted and controlled. It was designed to regulate the poor. So if I had kids, I'm going to send them to the school from 4 to 16 to learn reading, writing and arithmetic. That doesn't make any sense. They don't want silence. They want us to scream, shouting, that something's going on, there's something going on out there. When there's something that they can't touch. Something that is non-physical.
Leave it. I'm not hearing that noise anymore.
Because we still go inside their shops. We still go into Asda, Tesco's, Sainsbury's, Morrison's. We still wear Nike. We still drink coffee and sugar, which leach calcium from your bones and tissues. But let me ask you a question. When I look at my God made hawthorn berry tea. So when I get a water distiller and I clean all the information out of the water and I put it inside the glass per kettle, I put hawthorn berry inside that and the water extracts all the information from the herb and I drink that. Because that's what my God made. My God made herbs. And herbs carry the original awareness from which they were created. So I'm not going to stand here and yes, the problem's outside! And then go and drink a beer, and then go and drink sugar, and then go and drink coffee. Because that's not masculine at all. One bit. If you eat any of these meats, they're not grass-fed and are fed on grains. They'll contain estrogen, which will feminize us and make us passive. If you drink out of plastic, it will contain estrogen that will make us passive. If you drink all this soya, that's high in estrogen that will make us passive. Go and read Paramahansa Yogananda. Go and read that and see about the saint that came here to teach us that we find God through meditation. And silence. I will be silenced. I feel good. I come home from work, I run to my bedroom straight away and I sit on that block and I meditate and I pray and I say thank you. I say thank you. My time ain't up. I say thank you to the God. I say thank you to the God. I'm told you. Did you hear what I said? Give me one more. Give me one more minute. Give me one more minute. John Taylor Gatto. Oh, give me 2 seconds. Give me 2 seconds. Give me 2 seconds. I'll talk about kids. Let me talk about kids. John Taylor Gatto, listen. John Taylor Gatto. I'll talk about children. Stop. I'll talk about children. I'll go back to talking about children. I'll go back to talking about children. Listen.
Look, one thing we don't want here, yeah, is arguing amongst ourselves, yeah? There's too much of that going on at the moment. Hold on, listen, just 1 more minute, yeah? And then we pass it to Monty, please. Just 1 minute, yeah?
I'll talk about children then. Children are attached to their parents, yeah? And because there's so much economic pressure, yeah, that parents can't regulate their emotions to the degree that is required to help the children. So then there becomes an attachment void. So then we give them over to the peers, and because there's an attachment void, they get attached to their peers, and then they get less attached to their parents. That's called peer orientation and attachment. Go learn about John Taylor Gatto. They'll teach you about peer orientation and attachment, and the government monopoly schools are the biggest instrument of peer orientation. Because when the parents have economical pressure and the attachment, there becomes an attachment void, as soon as you get them over to the peers, they get attached to the peers. You're finished. So go and read John Taylor Gatto. He's got a book called Dumbing Us Down, where he talks about school, and read on Gabor Mate, who talks about hold on to your kids. Because if you give your kids over to the school, you ain't read John Taylor Gatto. You ain't read Gabor Mate, because you're giving your children over to the beast. And they will teach them about masturbation, but that's just an offer. You can give your kids to the government monopoly schools, it's just an offer. You can give me alcohol, it's just an offer. You can give me sugar, it's just an offer. You can let me watch shit TV, it's just an offer. All they can do is offer us things. But I tell you what doesn't change, what all the great, like listen to Paramahansa Yogananda, the space that doesn't change, because we are non-physical, is this. 46:10 Psalms. Be still and know that I am God.
Woo! And I bring the music.
And teach your children that. Teach your children stillness and educate them yourself.
Woo! Woo! Yay! He was right.
Hello. Now, I'm 18, I don't know how many people here know me, but I'm going to make something public, which I haven't done yet, but I think now's a good time. Now, I actually chose to go to university, I know, and I lasted 3 weeks. And the reason is that, simply, I had to leave before I got thrown out for simply saying that I don't support the mutilation of children. I know, pretty crazy, isn't it? But simply I made speeches, posted a few things on social media. From that point, accusations were made about me. I was given death threats, I was told I was going to get stabbed, all because I simply protested against children being taught, being sexualised within education from as young as 4 years old. Now, we talked a lot about children in primary schools, and that is very, very important. But let me tell you that this has been systematically introduced into the education system in a very dangerous way, to the point that we've got 18-year-olds now who are like, they don't have the ability to change their opinions, and they're locked into this identity of committing to very, very left-wing Marxist ideologies within university. And I tried my best, I really did. I went into university to try and almost do outreach behind enemy lines, but I had to go because I was about to be thrown out. So to parents within their children who are in the education system, it's so vital that we take our kids out and we educate our children outside of the realms of mainstream education, because by the time they get to 16, 17, 18 and they're committed to these ideologies, there's very, very little you can do. That's my message. I'm going to continue to spread information to my generation and do my best. But really, my generation, I've been very, very optimistic about, but I'm starting to change my tone slightly and say that we really have to start focusing on the younger years, because my generation, sadly, is very, very corrupted. So I'm sorry about that, but I'll do my best. But yeah, thank you very much.
I'm not going to talk for long. I'm sorry about the scene just now, but Inspector Veg, I'm sorry, whilst we may or may not love you, it's not about self-promotion on what you can sell, what you can hurt, what you do. And as a man, you should not put your hands on me. You put your hands on me, but a man should never put his hands on me. This is about the sexualisation of children and protection of children. Not about self-promotion or for Inspector Dash to put his hands on me. God bless you all, I love you.
Hello everybody, my name is Alison Hocking and I stand here today and I endorse and I'm very close friends with Jeanette Archer. Jeanette Archer has become a personal friend because I went to her protest where she repeatedly got attacked. I can't even begin to tell you the different things that's genuinely about her. However, I'm going to stand here today and just two things. I come from near Blackpool. We need to recognise there's over 7,000 lodges, okay? Masonic, Satanic, Masons, and let's face it, they're leading the top of everything, every single thing is motivated, unfortunately, by evil. So we have to be brave, everybody here. We have to be mothers and fathers. And in Blackpool Central Library, which is another Masonic building, I intervened and broke up Ada, the drag queen, and it went viral, and I didn't even know I'd get in there. I had to borrow grandchildren, I had to borrow an ID, there was more security in there for 2-year-olds hearing from a drag queen. And the reality of it is, you should be scared, because I fostered for 22 years, 76 children and adopted one, a 4 big kids. And I'm standing here to tell you, those children that I got, most of them were abused in some way. Not one of them over 22 years got justice. Not one of them for all the terrible things that happened to 3-year-olds, raping, blood in the knickers, all sorts of things. And I used to say to the social workers, well, I'll put them in the freezer. The police don't want them. You know they're going to investigate these children. No, they are not going to investigate them because it's paedophiles that are running everything at the top. And you need to listen to the survivors of satanic ritual abuse. There is now over 50 voices. They're recorded, 50 survivors are telling you explicitly what happened to them. Jimmy Savile raped the children on a block. Jeanette took us to all the places where it happened. She's brutally attacked all the time. You either say to yourself, right, we're just going to dissociate, ignore everything. Well, you won't be able to, because Halloween's coming up and there's going to be numerous babies slaughtered for adrenaline growth. And you either face it. I didn't want to have to. I'm a supporter. I didn't want to have to help to come all the way over here on the weekend for the children. I didn't want to have to go in and talk to Ada, who was obviously high on something, dancing around, going flabbergasted, shaking his wheel around. The thing is, you've been going to do it with boys. Why are you letting them? If they're going into going into private school, they're going into school, they're going into push. What are we going to do? Well, I'm just one person, and you can start where you are, read what you can, and do what you can. And when I heard, Jeff, and when I heard about Arian, that they're too down, they're supporters, they're not survivors, they're supporters, but they literally have decided that they're going to spend their time guarding and protecting children. But we all need to, and I just want to encourage you to be brave. Just all be brave. Go into your school, don't let them put up with it, don't let them do issue. And also, finally, there's a guy called Wilfred Wong, a barrister, UK barrister. He's already done 3 years in prison. He is there, he's an innocent man, for stopping the ritual, satanic ritual abuse of an 8-year-old. We either all the way up there, if we don't all stand up together, we're stronger together, and hopefully that's okay. Thank you.
Okay, good. You want to go ahead? All right, young gentleman here. Carry on.
Hello everyone. I was walking past
No,
and thought I had to say something important. I believe everyone is listening. Everything around us is resonant. All is but a frequency. Everything is either light or dark.
I don't want it.
The light resonates higher and the dark resonates lower. The lowest point of frequency in our universe is a black hole. In its image, all is destroyed. The highest point is a mirror, a white hole. In its image, all is seen, all is possible, and all is visible. This is where the saying stems from. Life is war, and always has been war. One cannot prevail completely over the other, otherwise it will mean the end of our universe. The purest form of existence is equilibrium, balance between the two, because it means the universe is the furthest point away.
Everyone get behind the BBC!
Slide left to stay on Langham Street.
So as a human,
Everyone come over!
I'm going to Come here.
Someone get a photo. Connor, get a good one, will ya?